Welcome back to my channel everyone, and welcome to a festive clean with me. So today is the day after we put up the majority of the decorations and the Christmas tree, and my house desperately needs a clean, a thorough all day clean. But I don't have all day, I had a few hours, so this is almost a top to toe clean. We've had the bathroom ceiling plastered recently, which is why that heater is in there with the extension cable, just trying to dry out the ceiling really, so that we can then paint it all. So it's Sunday today, and I did give the bathroom a very thorough clean on Thursday evening after it had all been done, because there was plaster dust everywhere. So I'm just giving it another dust, and I'm sorting some laundry out, and I'm going to clean the toilet and the sink, but I'm not going to clean the bathtub because I gave that a good going over a couple of days ago. And I'm glad that I did, because I just wouldn't have wanted to do it today, to be honest. It was just such a busy weekend. I just didn't know if I was coming or going. So somebody did ask, I think it's Sonia, did ask for a cleaning video detailing sort of how often I clean what. So my cleaning routine roughly goes: Monday is my dusting day, and that's when I will dust the bedrooms and the living room if I can, although that's changing slightly now. Tuesday will tend to be the day where I do a proper hoover and hoover all the edges everywhere, but again, that if I have time to do that at the weekend, then I'll do that at the weekend to save me doing it on a Tuesday when I've got, dinner and everything to do after school with the kids. Wednesday is my bathroom day, which is when I will typically give the bathroom a good thorough clean. Every other day of the week, I just give the toilet and the sink a wipe over with an antibacterial wipe and chuck some toilet cleaner in the bowl, and just give, the windowsill and the unit that you can see just peeking out there to the left, I'll give that a quick wipe over, and just the little ledges on the door, just to keep everything sort of ticking over nicely. I also clean my floors on a Wednesday. So my floors in my kitchen, the little downstairs porch, the stairs and the bathroom, and then I might give it a quick going over at the weekend as well, just so that it's got a quick clean midweek too, as well as a proper floor clean on the Wednesday. And then Thursday is my kitchen day, where I will dust my kitchen, clean down the sides, the fronts of all my cabinets to get marks off them. If I see them during the week, then I will do that anyway, but Thursday is my day where it all gets a proper clean. Everything comes off the windowsill, I give it a wipe over the windows too, and yeah, I just make sure it's got a thorough clean. And then every other day it's just the general kitchen stuff, wiping the sides down. This is my new mop. So I did give the floors a good clean the other day after the plaster had been, but I just felt like I needed another one really. So this is my new spray mop that I've got, that I'm loving, and it makes doing the floors so much easier rather than getting on your hands and knees with a cloth and some spray. So I'm really enjoying using that. So carrying on with my kind of weekly housework routine, how I keep on top of everything, and it doesn't always go according to plan, believe you me, what you already know if you've seen in my vlogs. Friday is the day rather that I change the sheets on my bed. The kids' beds I tend to change every 2 weeks because it's such a big job. They have gazillions of cuddly toys, and it drives me insane. It takes me the best part of an hour to do their beds, because I like to tuck the duvets all in, and then that means every day of the week it's just a lot easier to make the bed, and it keeps all the cuddly toys in place. But I hate doing that, so I will do that on a weekend when I have more time, and I do that every other week, just because they all have showers before they go to bed, so they never go to bed dirty, and their beds don't really get that dirty, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I did enjoy cleaning my stairs with my mop as well, so here I am doing that. And then every day, more or less every day, I will run the hoover round, because if I don't, it looks like I haven't done it for 3 weeks. But I don't know where all the mess comes from. I guess it's just having 5 of us living in a fairly small space. I'm just giving my doormat a wash here, and some cloths from work a wash as well that I forgot that I had in my car. And I'm just moving on to dust the hallway. When I do the dusting on a Monday, I will include the hallway in that. I was doing it on a Wednesday when I did the bathroom, but I do try and do it all together now, just so I know everything has a good dust and I don't have to worry about it for another week. But what I am tending to do now is to dust the bedrooms, because I'm just finding that my evenings are busy busy, and it takes a while to dust, especially the kids' room, because there was so much bloody Lego on their Kallax unit that takes me forever, and it's quite soul destroying. That I'll do the bedrooms one night, and maybe on a Monday, and then I'll do the living room on a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, because I feel like the bedrooms need to be, it all needs to be dusted really, because we've got dark furniture. But the bedrooms, when I change my sheets on a Friday, that creates dust. So I don't want to do it over the weekend really. So Monday I focus on the bedrooms, and then the living room can be done on a Tuesday or Wednesday, because I'm not changing any sheets in there. I'm just giving my door frame a wipe here. I don't know about anybody else, but where it's so cold down at the entrance, because there's no radiator down at the bottom of our steps, above the door frame gets a little bit black mouldy, so I have to just always wipe that off, and then we have to repaint it as well in the winter, and then it just keeps it at bay, but it always comes back. It's just living in a cold country over the winter, cold wet country during winter time. I'm loving our lights outside. I was so grateful. We came home from, I think it was dancing one evening, and Gareth was out there putting the lights up, so I helped him. So the kids were super happy as well to have the lights go up. I'm using my hoover now just to give everything a hoover. I didn't do the edges today just because I haven't got time. It is a Sunday evening and I am racing against the clock here, but it just needs to be done. It couldn't wait anymore. I know people say housework can wait, and yeah, it can, but it can only wait to a certain point, can't it? And then you're like, I really do need to get it done, because it does affect my mood as well. If my house is in chaos and not tidy and feels horrible, then my mood goes down basically, and my stress levels go up. So it's just easier if I can get on top of it and keep on top of it. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday typically my dusting days. I'm more or less giving the house a quick hoover every day of the week, and then I'll do the edges at the weekend, and then every other week I'll move like a few little bits of furniture out of the way just to hoover behind there, mainly in the living room just because we spend a lot of time in there, and then Wednesday's my bathroom and floor day, and Thursday's the kitchen day, Friday's my bed sheets, and then the kids' bed sheets get changed every other week at the weekend. So I think that pretty much covers it. Like, I'll only get my feather duster out maybe once a month, once every 2 or 3 months, to go around the high level bits and get any cobwebs that might be hanging about, but really that's only if I have the time and the inclination to do it, because it is a chore and I am just so busy, like running my own business now, plus cleaning everybody else's houses every day, doing YouTube and 3 kids and dinner. I find dinner takes up a lot of time in my day. Does anybody else find that? Like, you think I'll come home, I've only got a few jobs to do, and then you're like, no, I've got dinner to do, which means I've got to clean up the kitchen afterwards. I've got to do all the packed lunch boxes, washing up of that and everything. And as I'm sitting here doing a voiceover at 7:15 on a Tuesday evening, I've still got to do all the washing up from the kids' lunches. So yeah, there's just always so much to do. And then not even mentioning the laundry. I do laundry every day, but it just, there's so much of it, always so much of it, especially in the winter time, because things take longer to dry. So I'm in my bedroom giving it a good thorough dust. When I do the dusting, I will do the skirting boards as well as like a weekly thing, and you'd be surprised, they do build up dust. And then I don't do the tops of these bookcases. I'll do those every few weeks because I just can't be bothered to get the step stool out. I am not very tall. I'm 5'4", so I'm slightly vertically challenged and can't reach the tops of things without my trusty step stool, but sometimes I just can't bother to get it out of the cupboard. These are new fairy lights that Gareth bought, and I wasn't sure where to put them, and then I thought, perfect, I'll put them in our room, because we've got a little fibre optic Christmas tree that you will see in a minute when I'm hoovering, and these fairy lights just look really pretty, and they do have a twinkle setting, which I've put them on today, and they look really pretty, but they're just chucked up there at the moment. I need to sort them out properly, which is what I'm going to do in a minute. So let me know in the comments, have you decorated for Christmas yet? Do you decorate for Christmas at all? You know, what are your kind of like Christmas traditions, and how do you do your housework? What routine do you have in place? Is it an as and when you can do it? Do you do it all in one day and then get it done the next week? Do you have a cleaner? do you have a cleaner? Are you one of the blessed that have a cleaner? I don't have a cleaner. I don't think I can really justify the expense, and I am a cleaner. I also don't think that if someone else were to come and clean my house, I wouldn't be satisfied with the way it was done, because I'm quite picky, as you already know if you've been around here for a while. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't really want anybody else to do it, so I'm going to have to do it myself. The last few years I've had little icicle stick-on window decorations, and I've put them in our bedroom, the kids' bedroom and the living room windows. This year it was just such chaos on the day we were doing the decorations. I just looked at them and I was just like, oh, I can't even do those this year. But then the next day Zach was like, do we have the window icicles? I was like, oh darling, I didn't put them up this year. Are you okay with that? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. I do like them, but it's okay. The house looks really nice. So it just goes to show, like, even if you try and scale back a little bit, the kids remember what there was the previous year, and now I feel bad that they're back up in the loft and we haven't done them, but there we go. So on top of the wardrobe at the moment, it's completely packed with all stuff for Christmas and presents and things. I think we've even stashed some stuff in the loft, so we really need to get all that down and see what we've got for like each child. Where do you store your Christmas presents? Do you have a lot of storage? We have to put ours up obviously somewhere where the children can't get them. They know, well, they don't know that they're up there. They don't really ever pay attention to it, but sometimes they are like, oh, where did all that stuff go? And we're like, well, it was there before Christmas and now you've opened it all. So I'm just giving my room a hoover. Every so often I'll pull that grey box there with the cushions on out and just hoover behind it, but not super often really. I just always feel like even if you haven't dusted, just giving it a good hoover makes everywhere look so much cleaner and nicer, and makes it feel nicer as well. I am not as picky as I used to be about my dusting. I used to, before I was working, dust every day because I was at home all day and I don't have a very big place, and I could dust every day because I just hate dust. But I also think that that was linked to my anxiety, and that was a way of like controlling it really. But since going back to work and everything, I just haven't had the time, and I've just had to let it go, and it feels quite nice to be able to let it go. But there's Lily in the background there getting her nappy on for bedtime. Yeah, so I do think the fact that I used to dust every day was linked to my anxiety. I don't know how I had the time to do it really, but like I say, I didn't used to be working. I was a stay-at-home mum for 4 years, so like I had the time, and my kids were tiny, so we were at home more. So we're coming to the end of the video now. I did hoover my living room, but shortly after this clip ends, my mum rings me. So I was on the phone to her, and I couldn't be like, Mum, I'm trying to film a video. So I haven't dusted the living room yet, but it did get a good hoover. It still needs to be dusted. But I hope you have enjoyed this festive clean with me and finding out how often I clean certain things. And if you liked it, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.